No reason.
Okay.
Normally, I take 10 minutes and got my music going. It's a whole transformation. I'm just in Charles mode right now.
You gotta get the ambiance going.
Yeah, we need hustle mode.
Yeah, man. Dude, I just got in the crib, man. Come on now.
We need hustle mode, dog.
I've been out all day.
You want to give Little 5 minutes? Like, you mean give him 5 minutes?
Squaring up? We trying to square up?
Which one are you talking about?
I thought you talking about squaring up. I'm like,
that's why I was
like, what happened? What we missed?
No, it's hilarious. No, I was trying to give you an extra 5 minutes to get y'all wild boys. Y'all wild boys right now.
Yo, man, this is the remix, man.
Yeah,
shit, that's funny.
You know what I mean? Hip hop 50.
You know, one of the things about this is just hip hop itself, right? Like, we don't talk enough about the origins of hip hop. You dig? And I know Payne, you was doing some education on it. Young today absolutely know nothing about the definition of hip hop. They absolutely know nothing about it. You know, we're talking about, we're talking about the break dancing. We're talking about the graffiti art. We're talking about the fashion statements. You know, all those kind of different things that were, and then of course the DJs and the battle culture and the dance culture, bridging from what was originally disco, I believe at the time. So, all of that origin story is so important. Latoya, what's good with you, sis? It's so important that, just to keep the legacy of hip hop.
Yo, so and speaking of hip hop, Capo, you just got chopped and screwed, which is some Houston stuff. But the Big Daddy Kane interview, I'm just chopped and screwed, right? It's all about hip hop. So the Big Daddy Kane interview on Drink Champs is eye-opening because he spoke about several DJs who were doing hip hop before 1973, which is when Kool Herc kind of, got everything going. And they were just doing it from one aspect first, whereas Kool Herc kind of combined everything together from all of the elements that you just spoke of. You know what I mean? So the Big Daddy Kane interview on Drink Champs is very, very enlightening as far as just talking about hip hop. Look at that, right? Look at that, right on time.
No,
right in pre-show mode. Well, not in right, but 2 minutes late, man. 2 minutes late. Black people time. He's good.
You gotta tell him to get here late.
Yo.
Yeah, I gotta watch that Kane interview, man.
It's a great interview.
He's one of the 2 OGs in the game that. Well, actually, let me correct that. One of the 3 OGs in the game that whenever they do interviews, I love to listen to it, and that's him. Face.
So KRS-One and
KRS-One
and Rakim. Those three.
Yo,
I'd rather listen to Face interviews than Rakim, but Rakim's up there though.
So it's funny, Little. Thank you for the alley-oop, because on the interview, the verses originally that happened between Big Daddy Kane and KRS was actually supposed to be Rakim at first. And then they couldn't get Rakim. So it was originally supposed to be Rakim and Jazzy Jeff against Big Daddy Kane and Kid Capri. But Kid Capri backed out because he had relationships with both of those guys. You know what I mean? And then they mentioned LL, and then Big Daddy Kane, which was kind of shocked me. He said, yo, nice. He said, man, I can't go up against LL. He said, LL wiped the floor with me. You know what I'm saying? Yo, real talk as far as catalogs, you know what I'm saying?
The longevity, the longevity.
He's
right.
The catalog. So then he ended up not settling, but he said, no, KRS-One would be the guy that I would like to go up against. But originally it was supposed to be Rakim. So I can't a Rakim and Big Daddy Kane versus, I can't even imagine that one.
But even the Teacher's catalog is crazy too. Like that was one of my favorite verses when they did that. Like I wasn't a fan. Like I'm a fan of all DJs, but I wasn't a fan of the whole thing with Scratch and Kid Capri to fall out afterward. But everything else I loved about that whole verses.
D Burns, what's good, bro? Thank you for tuning in from Cedar Hill, Texas. Appreciate you
rocking Texas. Wow. Yeah. Chopped and screwed. What? Chuck's on hip hop shit for real.
Yeah.
Oh, it's still doing that?
No,
I'm just nah, you good, bro. I was just the whole Texas thing. I just, you know what I mean? That's all. Sorry.
Yeah.
I was trying to be the
They'll come up
wordsmith
again.
for a second.
Up again, we talk about the best duos, and things like that. So I did want to dive back into that, just to touch on it a little bit. I don't think we really dove into it as enough.
That's gonna be so tough.
What's that? Tandems?
Yeah.
Or duos? Which what are we using? What's the
Listen,
world?
whatever it is, we gotta define it first.
Right. Let's not go down that road again.
What's the
That's a
wording
whole
for
rabbit
it?
hole.
Yeah.
What's the wording?
That's a whole rabbit hole.
I totally was mistaken on that until Capo brought it up. Because I'm like, I thought a tandem and a duo. I thought that was the same thing, but
it absolutely
I learned
is. A tandem and a duo is
different.
absolutely the same thing. Only Payne jumped off the ledge and, well, what about, because sometimes on Tuesdays, get the fuck out of here, man.
Yo, how are you gonna call a tandem a group? I mean, how you not
Said a
gonna call
duo.
a tandem a group? EPMD is considered a rap group, one of the greatest rap groups. Not
They're a
rap
tandem. We're not doing this again, Payne.
Tandem, that's a group.
We're not doing
Just like
this.
Mobb Deep is a group. They're not a tandem.
Yeah,
So
true.
So I
We're
think
all
it
saying
came-
the same thing, man.
Right. Pretty.
What are we
pretty
doing
much,
here, man?
Pretty much.
I consider like a tandem, like a Meth and a Red or Styles and Jada. Like that's a tandem.
Yeah.
All those other guys that are groups with a group name, the group
Yeah.
it's a group.
Oh, okay.
Come on, you're the DJ. Why are you even battling with this? Why?
Nah.
Yo,
I thought they would have learned their lesson in Orlando when I wiped the floor.
I know. Ain't nobody fucking
So
with you,
this has
cuz,
nothing to do with him being a DJ. It has everything to do with the English language, right? And I'm very skilled at the English language.
Wait. Hip hop has its own language. Forget about the English language. Hip hop has its different language. So cut it out.
You coming in on this
Very
shit
true,
tonight, huh?
very true.
Sparring Minds listeners, we appreciate y'all rocking out the gang again. This is episode 145 from the pre-show. And as y'all know, in the pre-show, we gear up, we get ready to rock out for the 7:30 show. And tonight we're talking hip hop again. We started last week. We're going to go ahead and continue with this week. Definitely jump in the comments. We're going to be asking y'all questions along the course of the show. Y'all input is valuable as well.
Sometimes. On them brackets.
Yeah, because there was wilding last week.
On them brackets, y'all input that great.
Yo, okay, so real quick, since we got like 7 minutes for Eric B and Rakim. It's a rapper and a DJ or producer.
So here's the rule. Here's the rule. The rule is much like Fresh Prince and Jazzy Jeff. If only one person is rapping, right? They're offset. They're not considered in this conversation. So they have their own separate conversation.
So the Chuck rules. That's the Chuck rules. Let's be clear on that. So the Chuck rules. Both guys have to rap.
Yes.
Pretty much. Pretty much. That's what he's saying. So like Gangstar is not considered a group.
Agreed. Yeah, that's true.
That's horrible. That's horrible.
I'm kind of offended that you're discounting the DJs from the group. That's
Payne.
It definitely is.
I'm not. I'm just saying it's a separate conversation.
That means Terminator X ain't part of Public Enemy. That means Scratch wasn't part of EPMD. Like, I don't know.
I'm not doing this with you, Payne.
So I can say Tribe Called Quest. No?
Like,
they got two MCs. They're a group. Yeah. They got two MCs. They got two.
Don't do that.
No duo. Okay.
We're talking rappers, right?
Yeah, don't do that.
Wow. What should be for Tribe Called Quest, dog? Like, damn.
Right, so
I
went back and listened to Low End Theory today, and I was even less impressed than I was the first time I heard it.
It ain't for everybody, man.
Clearly, that Jello affected your hearing that you ate earlier too.
Shit,
the sugar free.
Right.
The sugar free, not the rapper sugar free, just sugar free.
Payne, before we go into the actual show, Chef, give me a time check.
7:25.
Payne to 7:30. Give me hip hop origins in an overview for the young cats, for the millennials who don't understand what hip hop was supposed to be.
Give you hip hop origins in an overview.
Yeah.
What do you mean? Just like the essence of what it is?
Yeah, the essence, the seasoning sauce. What makes hip hop different than?
I think the person that put it best. I went to a KRS-One lecture at UMass Boston a long time ago. When I started DJing, and he said hip hop isn't the music. It's the lifestyle, and the basis of it is taking something and making it your own. Just like how the biggest first hip hop record with Sugar Hill Gang was basically them sampling Good Times. It was a whole other song that they took and made it into their own hit. It's actually, is it bigger than the Chic song? I'm not sure. I'd have to look at the numbers, but I think it ended up being bigger than Chic. You know what I mean? So you basically take something and make it your own. Like you'll take that's what a lot of production is sampling, shortening it, chopping it up, doing something different with it. So like he said something like he held up a rope and he was like, "What's this?" People were like, "A rope." He was like, "What else is it?" And people just started going on like, "Oh, it's a belt. Oh, it's this, it's that." Like that's what hip hop is. Like take something and make it your own.
I think what we're gonna do is we're gonna take the pre-show, we're gonna make it our own, equaling episode 135, hip hop, the remix, Payne.
Hey yo, Donut White, no muzzle. Sparring Minds live every Friday. Let's go. Look, it's Sparring Minds. If you don't know the name, look us up. You know it's all facts when you got Chef Maine cooking up a couple of brothers who know all about the struggle. Black excellence, you know we just work hard and hustle. Whenever you want that urban talk, you know we keep it real. Mr. Maritime on the mic. Yeah, you know the deal is real life. Hotel High Tower bringing you the feel. DJ Payne keep it 100. Matter of fact, keep it a mill. Let's go. Let's go.
Yeah. I don't know if I did that overview justice, but I was trying to shorten KRS's speech. Great lecture. If you ever get a chance to go see him, by the way, go do it. You will not regret it.
The teacher.
Absolutely. They call him that for a reason.
Absolutely. Salute to Chris. Yeah. What's going on?
David Burns.
Yeah,
out in Texas, little.
Listening from Texas. Last week we had someone tuning in from Israel or something like that too.
Oh, okay. That's what's up.
Yo, listen, man, when International, his new name is International. When International's making them plugs behind the scenes, man, dropping off bags in Jersey, in Germany and Amsterdam and all that, and
rubbing elbows in Dubai.
That's what you get. So
yeah,
you dig?
Absolutely.
Oh man, the Capo. Did we lose Capo?
Look like it.
Yeah. He's got the serious face going on over there.
Yeah.
Yeah, they don't look too happy.
No.
All right, there we go. He's out.
Okay.
He's out
I
okay.
think he's about to jump back. No. I think he's about to double dutch back in. You know what I'm saying? There we go.
Mic check.
Y'all pardon your boy.
All
right. It's all good.
So let's get into this, man. The remix. Y'all ready to rock and roll?
Remix.
Sparring Minds listeners, we appreciate y'all rocking out with Sparring Minds, man. Let's turn the energy up, man.
There we go.
Man.
So before we get into it, Chuck,
go off.
I wasn't here last week, and I did go back and watch the show.
Mhm.
Most if there's a hill I'm gonna die on, it might be this one. But Nikki's not top 5. Cut it out. I don't know who decided that was the right thing to say publicly on camera, but she's not top 5.
So
Female rappers?
Give us your 5 since you weren't here last week.
I give her 10, but she's not top 5. 5
Nikki's
for me
not top
be,
5.
No.
I'm listening.
My 5. Lauren, Light, Kim, Rap, and Latifah.
See,
That's the problem.
you know,
Yeah. You
what's
can't put
crazy?
Rhapsody ahead of Nikki. You can't do that.
Yes, I can.
See, I love Rhapsody. That's not the one I have a problem with. The one I have a problem with, and people are gonna think is crazy, is Lauren, because she doesn't have enough of a catalog to go up against what Nikki's done.
Yeah,
but Lauren
You can't do it.
Lauren in this conversation is like 3 stacks.
You can't. Yeah, you
No.
can't. Oh, you
No.
can't omit
No.
that. That's crazy.
See what I mean?
Yo.
But
The
3 Stacks
lyrical
has
ability is there.
3 Stacks has 5 albums worth of shit, at least with
Yeah.
the person.
Yeah, but he's
Lauren
considered.
has 2
he's considered
Fuji
a
albums
group.
and 1 solo.
Yeah, but it's that same mystique is where you got to play the role with those 2. But even still, all things considered, I already got Kim on the list. It's like
do
Kobe
that.
and MJ. They're both great.
But Kobe belongs on the list, just like Nikki.
But they're both in the top. Okay. At their respective spots, positions, they're both in the top 5, though.
Yeah, easy.
I mean, they're both in the top. Even okay, you got the authentic and you got the replica. Still in the top 5. That don't mean they ain't great.
Fair.
Yeah, true that.
I think that Kobe MJ comparison is valid.
Right. They're both top 5 still. Even with one being, you know what I'm saying, like a carbon copy of the other. So I get the Kim part, you know what I'm saying? You got Kim in there, so that's why you don't, you know what I mean, want to have Nikki too, 2 of things. But again, Mike and Kobe are both top 5 at their respective positions. So that's a little tough with that one.
What I found interesting is none of us had Foxy at all.
Foxy's in that top 15 range. She's in the conversation.
I say 10 for me with Foxy.
Yo, hold on real quick, fellas. One of y'all monitoring the comments. We got to make sure we get the comments up.
Nikki kills it with her range and vocals. Yeah, Nikki could sing, so that definitely, you know what I mean? That adds another layered element to, you know, Nikki being able to
Kristen's
sing.
right. Kristen's right. 100%.
You know what I mean? So, yeah.
Yeah, 100%. But to put Rhapsody ahead of Nikki is crazy.
Good thing is subjective.
Oh,
Yeah.
always. Oh, always.
I'm not even gonna front. I love rap too. So
Because Rhapsody's a bar lord for females. Like she is a bar lord with the females. You know what I mean? And for some people,
And she's been around for a long time.
Really?
actually has been a while.
She has? Okay.
About as long
Okay.
as Nikki. Yeah, about as long
Wow,
as Nikki.
okay.
10 plus.
Know who else I
Wow.
like, and no one really knows her like that is Jean Grey.
She's a sleeper too.
Okay. I mean, yeah, it's okay. Didn't know Rhapsody has been around that long. But yeah, she's definitely a bar lord for the females.
Yeah.
But yeah, I didn't mean to pivot that hard, fellas.
She's done a lot underground.
You missed the whole show, bro. We about to get into this category.
Yeah.
What you got over there, Hustle?
So yeah, so I think I want to start with going into best hip hop and R&B collabs, right?
Hey,
Now, for our minds listeners, we're talking about the best collabs between a hip hop artist and an R&B artist. We're not talking about guest features of another rapper. We're not talking about that. We're talking about somebody coming in and doing the vocals. And so y'all hit us in the comments. I would say it's most likely going to be wrong, but that's okay because I'm here to guide you, right? So the first one that has to be in this conversation, I'm not putting it at number 1. It's probably my number 2, maybe 3. pun, Joe, I don't want to be the player. That's absolutely the top 3. Y'all got to co-sign that so we can move on?
I don't know if it's top 3. I haven't really numbered mine, but I'm not mad at it. I'm not mad at it at all.
So your category basically omits of R&B artists who
has a hip hop artist on their song.
Yeah, like so. Okay, so like just for instance, like Mary and Meth.
That's coming up.
Like
that's
coming. Okay.
Yeah. That's,
so
but I mean, you know,
I'm an artist with an R&B featured hook, not the other way around.
Yeah, that's
because if you do that, you're excluding only you with Big.
You're excluding a lot with Big.
Yeah,
I did. I don't. Again, you can feel free to add your own seasoning salts. I'm not excluding that. I didn't give it a thought.
Okay.
I didn't give it a thought. My second is All I Need. Well, the second song in this conversation is All I Need, Meth and Mary, of course, right?
Mm-hmm.
And the third one I have conversation is ODB Mariah, Fantasy. Those are the 3 I have in that conversation.
Okay, that's not a bad 3 at all.
That's not a bad 3 at all.
Yeah.
What you got, Hype?
I had Can't You See on that list.
Yeah.
I had definitely had ODB and Maya on that list.
Mm-hmm.
And I also had I mean, I'm not trying to jump on the Mary Meth, but you know, you can't deny Mary Meth.
Yeah, it belongs.
Right.
I don't remember Busta and Mariah having a record. Do y'all?
What?
Yeah.
What's the name of the record?
Give it to me. I'll give it
to you. You know what you want. Yeah. Good call on that, Toy. I forgot all about that record.
Yeah.
And
I listened to an interview with Busta about that. He was just doing the hook as a reference track for someone else to sing. So when Mariah came in, she was like, "Nah, keep that. Keep your voice on there."
Yeah.
So
Prez, Nas and Lauryn Hill. That's
a good one.
I just don't like the song I personally added to my list, even though it belongs. I just can't personally add it.
What you got?
What else did y'all have in this conversation? Go ahead.
Man, probably not top 3, but I just love this collaboration. Janet and Busta, the What's It Gonna Be?
Yeah.
That record is that's a tough record.
Word.
And I mean, like, you know, pretty much some of the other ones that you guys said, Nas and Lauren, and obviously.
So let me ask you this question.
I'm sorry. Hold on. I'm sorry. Jay-Z and Maya. Best of Me.
That's on my list right there.
Best of Me.
Really?
How could I exclude that one? Yes.
Best of Me remix? Absolutely.
Yes.
So
Jada version was better.
I'm gonna try not to name ones that y'all already named. So Best of Me, I'll scratch that off my list. I got Only You, 112 and Big. Give me the Fiesta remix with Jay and
I had that. Yeah, I was talking about that. I was gonna bring it back up.
That's a tough one.
Yeah.
And the third one, it's so hard to narrow these down. Let me get. I'm gonna go Family Affair with Mary, Fab, Jada. Yeah, Mary, Fab, and Jada, Family Affair remix.
So why are we not adding Nelly and Kelly Rowland with Dilemma? Because that should be in this conversation.
I wasn't a fan of that. It did numbers, but I wasn't a fan of that song.
I love that song. And then why are we not adding J-Lo and Joey Crack? Will hold you down. I think that should be in the conversation.
If I'm gonna do that,
maybe not top 3, but it should be in the conversation.
Joey and Ja Rule got a few of them. That's the case.
There's a few other J-Lo ones I'd pick over that one.
And then you got the stuff with Joey and Ashanti, right?
Joey and
that should
Ashanti,
be in this conversation.
I would put that before the Joey and J-Lo thing, though.
Yeah, I like that J-Lo joint. And then obviously you got Brandy and Mace. I think that's in this conversation.
Sitting on top of the world.
Yeah.
And made dollar sign.
There's so much. You got Mariah with the locks.
Oh, the Honey remix.
Nah, I'm sticking.
Yeah, the
You
Honey
don't
remix.
like Sammy?
Ghostface and Mary J. Blige. All I got is you.
All I need.
All I need. All I need.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How did I forget that?
Yo,
That's-
everybody
That's
up in
good.
the hood felt that song.
Yeah.
Or
I fuck with
you know,
Ghost.
I mean, if we stick with Ghostface and Neo, back like that.
That was a
Yeah,
good one.
facts. Facts. Good call on that. Good call on that. Dean Pink said Ja Rule and Ashanti. Yeah, I mean, they built a career on that. You know what I mean? They built a career on that for them both.
Yo,
You know.
Can we
Ja's
take
got-
a second? Can we take
Ja's
a
got
second?
smashes.
To
But
applaud
bit about
Little came in with shit
and
tonight.
little with all the fucking nice hair. What's his name? What's the young boy? He just came back out maybe like 2 years ago. He was a
Little
part
Yachty?
of huh?
Little Yachty?
No. He was a Lloyd.
Oh, I like
I
Lloyd.
think it said Yachty. Who the fuck is that?
You said all the little things in his head. I thought it was Yachty.
Oh, the joint with him and
No.
Lil
I
Wayne.
don't-
You. Yeah.
That's what-
Yeah.
Yeah. Lloyd had some joints too.
Lloyd has some
Word.
joints here because he got the
Right.
yeah. Him and Wayne got a couple.
Yeah.
Him and Wayne got a couple joints together. That's pretty tough. All around the
I
world.
fuck with Lloyd heavy. I fuck with Lloyd. That's my
Yeah.
guy. I like his stuff. So I think we got a pretty good collection of joints right there.
For sure.
And then the next piece of this I wanted to get into was something similar, which was posse cuts, right? So, Sparring Minds listeners, here's what we're defining as a posse cut, right? A posse cut is a track that has 4 or more artists on it, but that's not in the same group, right? And so I'm gonna give you a couple examples. Mike Nice said DeBrat and Tyrese. I don't remember that record, do y'all? For the
Nigga, you played that joint in your verses with Little.
You sure the hell did.
What you like?
What do you
Got
like?
that.
When
What
she
you like?
sampled the
Whole lot of
Montel
foreplay
Jordan.
right before you. Yeah, that was my joint. Yeah, good call, Mike. Good call on that. Pardon me, posse cuts. So I got a couple. We'll talk it through. You know what I mean? But I think you have to have for posse cuts. And I was talking to Height about this. For my whole 45 years on this planet, right? I would have said to you that 4-3-2-1 was the best posse cut in my opinion.
Ooh,
Right.
that's a good one. That's a good one.
It's definitely it's one of them.
Reputable.
Sure.
Yep.
That's a good one.
Yeah. Or the symphony.
I changed my mind after doing my research this week. And if you, Sparring Minds listeners, this goes for you guys too. I'm saying to my crew here, but it goes for you too. If you don't have Band for TV as your number one posse cut of all time, then go ahead and take a hike, because clearly we can't talk music. Band for TV is the absolute best posse cut ever made. And you know this because Nature spit a classic verse and nobody talks about it. You know this because Nori spit the best verse in his career on Band from TV.
That's debatable. Best verse of his career is debatable.
Best verse of his career is on Band from TV. Word, Rich.
Debatable.
So those are my top 2 in that conversation.
And you know it.
So what else
You know
going
it's fire because that beat's not complete.
Yo,
Swizz is mad to this day that they didn't use that whole beat. They looped like 4 bars of the beat and just kept going.
that's nuts, dog. That's
That beat had
crazy.
to be crazy.
Oh man, who's
What
gonna
else
go in the
belongs?
hot seat next?
Just jump in. What else belongs?
Okay.
I got
New York.
John Blaze on with Pun Meth. That joint was crazy. I got all about the Benjamins. It's the Locks, it's Big, it's Kim, it's Puff. They're all on the same label crew, but
Come on.
Yeah, but Kim wasn't Bad Boy, so it works.
yeah. So
Yeah, okay.
But they
and
were
of
all
course,
independent artists, so yeah.
yeah, and of course, like Little said, I got the Symphony.
Yeah, Symphony is definitely on my list.
Gotta throw Reservoir Dogs in there.
Good
Good one.
call.
From Jay's album. That's just That's just one of those ones, like, you know what I mean? Sauce Money. Yes, that was gonna be my next one.
Another one, yeah.
Definitely I Shot Ya. And as much as Chuck hates him, that's probably one of P's best verses ever that he spit, dogs. P went crazy on that, but we know Chuck hates. Like I said, we know Chuck's. You don't like no Queensbridge rappers. We're convinced that Chuck don't like QB. He don't fuck with Queensbridge.
Yep.
I like good raps.
Oh, whatever.
Stop.
My God, what can I think of? Blackout. With Jay-Z, DMX, and the Locks. They all went stupid.
I forgot Murdergram.
Well, that's only 3. Is it 3? Is it 3 artists or more in it?
I like the 4 because that gets away from some of the other things that we talked about. So I wanted to go 4 on this.
I got a sleeper that you guys might not.
I got a couple too, Ed. Go ahead. What would you say?
I got a sleeper, and this is a sleeper because he's not known for actually spitting. But
I know where he's going.
We got, was it Method Man, Redman, Daz, and Tupac?
Oh yeah,
my mind made up.
Yeah.
Is that what that one was?
Yeah, that was tough. Yeah,
Pac held his own, man. That's one of my favorite joints by him.
Yeah. Well, don't disrespect Pac. You disrespectful.
What about the Touch It remix that Busta did when he had him, Raw Digger, Mary was rapping, Pat, DMX. He brought Eminem out on stage. I don't know if they recorded that actual verse, but he brought Eminem out on stage to perform it. Like that joint was tough too.
Little Will, you going? You got something to add to the list?
Mercy. What's that?
The music.
Yeah.
It's
Kanye, 2 Chainz,
and Swagger Like.
Yeah, I had Swagger Like Us as a sleeper.
Swagger Like Us. Swagger Like Us.
It's interesting that Hightower doesn't mention Scenario here because he's been a champion for them this time. So that's kind of weird, right?
Well, he only mentioned one. He didn't get to go into
let me keep going. So international players should be on the list, right? That's there for me, right? And then also the Flavor in Your Ear remix. We bring that up. And that's gonna be a part of the conversation.
That might be the GOAT for me. That might be the GOAT.
Flavor in the Ear?
Yeah, Posse Cut, absolutely. Big set the tone. Even LL's verse. I mean, let me not say it like LL's a punk. LL's verse was tough. Like Busta's verse was tough. Rampage's verse was, even Craig Mack, God rest his soul. Like
Craig had a really good verse. Really good
like
verse.
After Big's first verse, if you can come in and keep the it's hard to follow someone up when they come in spazzing. So Craig Mack kept it that level there for everyone else. Like that was dope.
I'll go old school West Coast shit. Y'all might not feel this, but I like this joint. The grand finale on the DOC's first album, The Formula.
Oh yeah,
you know what I mean?
But wouldn't that count as them all being in the same group though?
It's the same feel as the other.
I don't know if I heard that.
I guess
I mean, was DOC? Well, I guess so. I guess because pretty much everybody except for the DOC was in NWA, and DOC technically was a part of. He was a part of that camp, even though he was his own artist. But the track is crazy.
Absolutely was a joint. That whole album is
crazy.
That whole album is crazy.
Yeah, DOC definitely.
I don't want to jump off this. Was there anything else? Any late additions to this list that we didn't look?
Stranded on Death Row.
Stranded on Death Row.
Who's on that record?
Ooh, Stranded on
Rage, RBX,
Daz Corrupt.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good one.
I don't remember the melody in my head. I gotta go back and listen to it.
That's a real good one. That's on.
That closed out.
Was that Snoop? Is that Dre's? No, yeah. Drake. No, was it Snoop or Dre's?
I think that was Snoop.
I think it's Dre's.
I think it's Dre's too. I think it's Dre's too. Yeah, I think it's Dre's too.
Dre. Yep.
think it's Drake's 2.
Sparring
That's
Minds listeners, jump in the comments and let us know what we forgot for best posse cuts and what should be in that conversation.
That's a smoker.
We're gonna move away from the
That's on
music
the Chronic,
real
right?
quick.
Yeah, First Chronic. That's a smoker.
So we're gonna move away from the music real quick on this, right? Because like Payne was talking about in the beginning, a lot of hip hop was other things. We talked about the graffiti arts. We talked about the fashion, right? So
Yeah.
what I want to dive into a little bit here is the top hip hop fashion staples. You know what I mean? Those things that hip hop was known for, right? Like I'm talking about the big golds. I'm talking about the buckets, things that you didn't see in any other community. You dig? I'm talking about do-rags.
Timbs became bigger.
40 belows, high-tech boots.
Mm-hmm.
Timbs.
You know what I mean? Avarex jackets, Peles. Just saying,
Mecca.
Those are all staples, yo. Those are all staples. Hotel, why you laughing, bro? Like,
No, you just put me back, man.
Yeah,
Just put me back,
come
man.
on,
That's
cuz.
all. That's all.
Come on, man. Those are staples, brother.
Yeah,
Let me ask you a question.
Yeah.
Let me ask you a question. We talk about jewelry, right? Did platinum ever make it into the top 5?
Platinum back in our day?
As a hip hop approved thing.
I don't know if it's top 5, but it definitely was a staple.
Nah.
Yeah.
That should have people going around trying to sell, push silver off as platinum. Like, yeah, nah, man, ain't no way in hell that's platinum.
Yeah, word up.
Shit, those frames Capo got on. Them Gazelle joints.
Yeah.
Those are hard.
Big glasses.
Those are hard.
Yeah,
Those are hard. For sure.
A lot of that stuff. A lot of us, and we talked about it last week. A lot of our stuff that we do right now is based off of the hip hop culture. You know what I mean? We have
Absolutely.
to give so much credit to that.
Yeah.
You know?
Shell toes. Ain't nobody else wearing them hard ass sneakers.
Stop it, Payne.
Not no more.
Air Force
If you
One.
if you ever kick somebody with shell toes on, you should do 10 to 15 for assault. Them shits is hard as fuck. Lego sneakers.
Since we talking sneakers, gotta add an Air Force Ones, man.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Staple. You know what I mean? A complete staple. You know what I'm saying? For sure.
That just goes to show the influence of hip hop, man. That's all.
You know, fitted hats.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Oh yeah, definitely fitted.
Yeah. Fitted hats, snapbacks.
Jerseys.
Like the jersey phase. The jersey phase was crazy.
I mean, other communities were wearing jerseys, but like that jersey, like the throwback jersey phase was crazy. People were paying $400 for a throwback.
Mm-hmm.
Remember when the Fab Five was playing and we had the little what was it? The warm-up jackets? No, actually it was the shirts, right?
Starter? I thought it was a starter.
Nike came out. No, not starter. Nah, we used to get the warm-up shirts. You know what they used to come out in the warm-ups. Nike had, if I'm not mistaken, I think the Yukon, we had Michigan. I just can't remember what they were. They were like they were just the warm-up shirts that you see the players come out and run out there with, just the shirts. I might have to get a picture and we have to throw it up there later on and whatnot.
Like Nice said, the Nike Cortez too. That was definitely a West Coast staple for sure.
Chuck joints. This bring me back to Chuck in the sneaker joint, in the sneaker battle, The Nike Cortez Chuck with ballistic. Like, yo, what the fuck? These are classics on West Coast. What are you talking about?
They definitely are though.
Yo, Chuck, come back, bro. My bag, man. I'm sorry, bro.
Nah.
I'm sorry, dog. My bag. I didn't mean to. My
Totally
bag, bro. My
wrong,
bag,
bro.
man. Yo, Chuck definitely said, "F you, chef. I'm out of here, man. I'm not dealing with this."
Oh man, there's a lot of definite hip hop staples, man. Like it's hard to narrow
Cuban
it
links,
down.
Cuban link chains,
Yeah.
Gucci links.
Yeah.
The ropes.
You know what I mean? Yeah, definitely.
What was it?
Definitely 40 below.
Rings and all.
Oh, the 4-finger rings.
Oh,
Yeah, the 4-finger ring.
Yeah.
fucking Radio Raheem status, nigga.
Hey,
Yo.
would boomboxes count as fashion? Because you definitely had to have a dope one when you walked around with one. And it had
Maybe
to
not
fly.
fashion, Maybe not fashion, but definitely an accessory.
An accessory for sure.
Definitely an accessory. Because you can get away without it, but if you had one, a dope one, you definitely got your props.
Oh no,
You
he was
had the
that
radio.
nigga. Oh yes, Mike Nice, because I had one of those. I had a V Crew name belt.
Oh, the name belts. Oh,
I had a V Crew
I had
name
so
belt.
much.
I had a V Crew name belt. Shout out to name belts.
Yeah, I had
sure.
I had the one with the silver buckle with my initials and my zodiac sign in the middle.
Yo,
y'all. Them days, I was poor. I ain't had all that.
no, where you cut this shit?
I ain't had all that.
Yo, name belts
No.
that was crazy. That was a crazy era.
Yeah, it was.
That was a big ass
Man,
white
hold
t-shirt.
on. We're talking about
Where were those at?
Downtown, high voltage.
I got
High
mine.
voltage downtown.
High voltage.
I got one in Upham's Corner.
I got mine downtown high voltage. I worked downtown and I said, yo, it's like, yo, what you want? I was like, yo, I want to say V Crew across. That was the V Crew era right there.
Yo, we talking about
Can you
hip-hop
explain
fashion.
that?
Hey, we're not doing this tonight, brother. We're not doing this tonight. We're not doing this tonight, brother. We talking about hip hop.
Yeah.
We talking about hip hop. We talking about hip hop.
Now, we're speaking about hip hop fashion staples. Let me address this because I addressed it earlier this week on Facebook. I'm still pissed off that some of y'all was walking around with a do-rag on, a headband, and a fitted, all at the same time. Head smelling like a sweaty ass locker room. That was
Who was famous for that? Was that?
I look at some of the videos from like 03, 04. I'm like,
I think Murphy Lee was doing that, right?
Murphy Lee was doing all three of those.
Nah, let's not act like it was just the artist doing it. There was motherfuckers we know doing that shit.
Yeah.
Oh, hey, listen. Listen. I ain't gonna. I definitely had not all three, but definitely 2 out of the 3. Definitely had the do rag with the freaking
the do rag and the fitted. The
sure,
do rag and the fitted.
Sure.
Okay, I'll let that slide because most dudes used to do that to keep their braids intact when they get the fitted on, or to keep the waves intact when they had their fitted on. But what the fuck was the headband for? The fuck you probably had some.
You probably had some Nikes on your feet too, bro, at the time. You know what I mean? I'm just saying. Yeah. Yo, I had the headband. I had the wrist joints. Like, I was like Pop for my Friday, man. I was trying to coordinate, man.
Niggas didn't know if it was going to play basketball, cut an album, go be a hair model. Like, I was doing 8 things at once.
Yo, shout out to hip hop, dog. It was all hip hop inspired.
Going at the same time.
Bandanas as well, too, dog.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, bandanas, man. Just like, yo, hip hop inspired.
I think the only time I wore a bandana was under my helmet for football because I wanted to be like prime time. That was it.
Yeah.
Nah, not me. I was wearing them shits like I was freaking from the West Coast. Oh shit!
It's some wild times. I'm glad I didn't take a lot of pictures, so no one could ever say I wore none of that shit.
Oh my god, I definitely still got some. I definitely still got some. No question. Yo, for real, Mike Nice. Absolutely. Gotta coordinate, bro. Gotta make sure everything is Nike on the feet.
Yeah, you can't. You can't perpetrate. So you can't have on Adidas with Nike. Like you can't have on an Adidas jersey.
You can have Adidas with it.
Or wearing an Adidas tracksuit and wearing Nikes.
That's the younger generation today. They do that. They rock the Adidas pants.
They don't know no better.
With the Nike, with the Nikes on their feet, and just be like, man, who was your OG? Who was the one schooling you that way?
No one corrected you.
Yo, word up, dog. That was whew. Oh man, well, we Capo had the list. It seemed like
he had the whole list.
Well,
I pulled some of it up, man. Yeah, I pulled some of it up. Go ahead, Little, before I jump in.
Best hip hop album. What you got? Let's go around the table.
Shit, these come out swinging.
Just one?
Jeez.
And if you can't
That's
get
not
that
where I was going with it, but goodness.
hip hop.
Just one?
Just one. Yeah, come on. You got to give us at least top 3, at least 5.
So
That's tough.
My bro earlier, he asked us earlier this week, and it took me 3 days to come up with an answer. He was like, if you're stranded somewhere on vacation for 2 weeks, 5 hip hop albums that you have to listen to, right? Trying to do 5 was hard enough. I told him make it even harder and do 1 album from every era, because hip hop's 50 now. So there's 5 decades to go through. I mean, even though we're only 3 years into this decade, there's 5 decades to go through of albums. So that's what I'm saying. Like, trying to get it to 1 with 50 years of something is crazy.
Well, it's not so crazy. I mean, if I take that premise and say I'm stranded on an island for 2 weeks, there's easily 2 albums I can listen to for 2 weeks.
Yeah.
With no issue.
Yeah.
I mean, I got 5 I can listen to. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, I could definitely pick 5 of just, again, all of us will probably have different answers, but there'll be some albums that are the same for sure. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? But it'll definitely be different just because of music is subjective, and we all have different tastes as far as what we like to listen to. But there's some that's probably going to be on all of our lists that are just like staple albums that's just like, yo, you just these are just one of those ones. You know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, for me, Only Built for Cuban Links is an album that would have to be, if it's one album I have to have that album in my top 5. You know what I mean? The Purple Tape, it's one of those ones. Like, it's just, you know, and for me, I could just listen to that, you know, top to bottom, and just I'm not hitting skip. You know what I'm saying? Like, one time at all with the Purple Tape.
I think for me it's Midnight Marauders, without a doubt.
I like that.
Midnight Marauders, that's Tribe.
Tribe.
The third album.
That's the third. Okay.
The third album. Yeah.
What's the single off of that?
That was the War Tour.
Okay.
Yeah. Oh my God, all that.
Oh my God. Yep.
For me, we're doing 1 album. You said?
No, we can go 5. Let's just go around the room. No.
Go a couple.
You definitely got to have the Chronic in there.
Okay.
Chronic. I'm gonna just give the 5 that I told him I'd listen to on that vacation. So that would be the Chronic. Scarface's The Diary for me.
Okay.
Doggy Style.
Yep.
Okay. I had that.
Ready to Die and Reasonable Doubt for me.
Jumping on that Reasonable Doubt tip nowadays. Yeah, that's an interesting one.
Go ahead, Little.
For me, hip hop is more than just rap. You know, I'm an R&B guy, but I got 2.
There you go. There you go.
I'm gonna throw the rap one out there first, and it was written. You know, Nas 96. That I could play that front to back forward. You know, no skips. That was my shit.
Yeah, it was a good album.
And
definitely
was a tough one. And going with the R&B, of course, you know, I'm gonna mess around with Jodeci. You know, what was that? The show, the after party in the hotel. You know, just to get on a little something different. You know, we all in rap right now. Hip hop is bigger than just rap. Yeah. And that's what I got. I don't think I mean, I got 5, but we would just go with those 2 for right now.
So I'll jump back in. Going from Only Built for Cuban Links, that's definitely one that has to be there. Doggy Style is definitely one that has to be there. That's just mandatory. One of my favorite hip hop albums, and this was like my high school era. I killed this album on the daily, and that was Redman's Muddy Waters. Like, I just over and over again, like, it was just no skips. That was just Redman in his prime right there.
That's a fact.
A sleeper, but it got 5 mics, and it was one of those ones. If I'm gonna try to balance it out a little bit, gotta be Outkast's Aquemini.
Yeah.
I love that album.
That's on my list too. Yep.
That's just one of those ones that, again, no skips, and that is classic Dre and Big Boy just going
Yeah.
stupid on that album.
Yeah,
You know,
that's their third one, right?
Is that their third one?
I think so.
Yeah,
This is,
that's their third
Southern
album.
Playalistic,
Is
AC
it?
Aliens.
and then
Yeah.
Okay,
come
yeah,
on
yeah,
now.
yeah.
The funniest shit ever. I just realized what the fuck they're saying on Spody Odie Dopalicious. I didn't know he was saying damn James like Good Times. I'm like, yo, what the fuck? For the longest, I'm like, what the fuck are they saying? And I had to really sit and listen to it. I'm like, damn James. These niggas is crazy. And we was vibing out to it.
Yeah.
And one more, and just like, just to keep it all the way balanced again, 5 is just, it's ridiculous. That's super tough to have 5, but one more, I will probably have to say, gun to my head, I probably have to say Illmatic.
Yeah, that's mine too.
And that's one of those albums that gotta just be, again, no skips. That's just class. That's Nas at his essence.
I actually prefer Illmatic over It Was Written.
Me too.
And it seemed like I'm in the minority on that a lot of times.
Those are both dope albums.
Yeah. Illmatic
Those are both dope albums because Illmatic was tough, but so was It Was Written. It Was Written was tough. Yeah, I mean, of course, you're gospel. Yeah, right. Absolutely. I'm glad this is one he gets to sit out.
Yeah, this was a good time, right?
yeah. Glad. Hey, Chuck, we love you, bro. Just you know what I mean? But yeah, definitely got to have Illmatic.
So my 5, if I go back over the list, is Midnight Riders, Aquemini, Reasonable Doubt, Illmatic, and LL Cool J's Bigger and Deffer.
Bigger and Deffer over Mama Said Knock You Out?
Yes. That has more of a sentimental because it's one of the first albums I bought as a kid.
Got you. Okay.
I beat that joint up. And even now and then I play it, I'm like, yo, this takes me back. Yo, this was no skips. It was, I feel good about Candy. You know what I mean? Like it was.
Yeah, his energy was different too.
It was different. That's the LL I like. OLL. You know what I mean? Like old Kanye, I like OLL, man.
Yeah.
Word.
Yeah, for sure. He's
He's
trying to get back to it. He's trying to get back to it, but it's like you can't get back to that now that you're 60.
No.
Well, how old is L?
He's mid to early 50.
Yeah. So
he's somewhere in there.
Mellow up. Machiavelli.
Yeah.
Greatest album of all time. I don't even know if that's Pac's greatest album.
Yeah, that's not my favorite. That's not my favorite Pac album. That's a dope album, but that's not my favorite Pac album.
Yeah, I like.
Nah.
I'll take Me Against the World over that.
One of my favorite albums back in the day.
Yeah, Me Against the World.
Look at that. We're giving Pac his props and Chuck ain't even here. Look at that.
What'd you say?
Nah, don't give Chuck no props. Don't give Chuck no props.
No, I'm not saying we're giving Chuck props. I said we're giving Tupac his props.
Yeah.
And Chuck ain't here to witness. You got to.
Because Machiavelli's not a bad. Machiavelli's a dope album, but I don't think it's Pac's best album. Which
I'm
is
definitely not listening to that for 2 weeks on the Stranded on the Island.
I'm.
I might be able to.
I'm listening to All Eyes on Me for if I'm picking a Tupac album.
Yeah.
But I do agree with the sentiment you just said about Me Against the World. That might be the overall best one. That might be his overall best one.
Yeah, I love that album.
Yeah, I love that album too. That's a pretty dope album for sure. Okay, so we all completed our 5s.
I think so.
What's next on the docket?
Little, what you got?
Best lyricist.
Ooh. God.
It's easy.
Best lyricist.
Super subjective.
Super
subjective.
Of all time?
Oh no. If I go all time, I'm gonna have at least 3. I got 3 that I keep in mind all the time anyway. So and they haven't filled me yet. So.
Yeah, let's we can't just do one. So we gotta at least do 3 at the bare minimum. You know what I mean? And if no more than 5, so let's just stretch it to 5 if we're gonna do that.
How about do an old school rapper, when we were like maybe in our high school years and the up to date nowadays rapper?
For what,
I
lyricist
don't
or?
think I had too many. Yeah.
That's
Oh, so it's funny. So up to date, best rapper like right now, one of the best lyricists.
Right
and I
now.
listened to this. I listened to this album this morning on my walk, and he walked all over Drake on this album, and that's J.
Say
Cole.
it. J.
That's
Cole.
J. Cole.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's J. Cole, man.
Bro,
That boy
that verse
Jermaine.
was
That boy,
stupid.
yo.
Yeah.
Why he washed Drake like that on his own album, man?
Wash, dry, rinse, repeat, everything.
Mm.
But I could probably break it down by era a little. For me, my preference is the 80s is probably the hardest for me because it's always between Kane and Chris for me. But I'm gonna go with Kane in the 80s.
Yeah.
I love Rakim too, but Kane, I'm a Kane guy. 90s, give me Big. 2000s, that's rough for me. That's tough for me. Yeah, that's tough because I mean Jay's career spanned from 90s to 2000.
Yeah.
So give me Jay in the 2000s. 2010s, I'll go with Ye. And then now
okay. I can see that.
Cole. Now Cole.
Yeah. My list is exactly the same. I would just swap out Kane for KRS.
Yeah,
I was a huge KRS fan. Yeah.
Yeah, and I am too. Like Blueprint is one of my top 5 albums ever.
Mine is was it By Any Means Necessary?
Yeah.
With my philosophy on it. Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Oh man, yeah. Old school, dope lyricist, and he doesn't get the props, in my opinion, that he deserves, but he's super dope. And that's Cool G Rap.
Oh
yeah. That's Cool G. And I mean, like, I've heard Cool G on tracks like, you know, with Nas, and like he's again just walking these dudes like it's just ridiculous, what he does.
I've never heard him get out rapped. Put it that way.
Cool G is in the in that Kane space.
Yeah.
Like
late
respected
80s.
but somewhat underrated.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like because of all the bigger names that had more whatever around them, but come on, Kane and Cool G, man, they held their own every verse.
Well, Kane was ahead of his time because what Kane started doing on his second album didn't hit until mid 90s to late 90s. And his second album was what, in 89 or 90?
But see, I feel the same thing about Cool G. He came around the time when Nas and Mobb Deep was blowing up.
Yeah.
He was still in that space.
Yeah, true.
But these young bucks came and, you know.
He was still smacking it though.
He was still smacking it, yeah.
He was still smacking. He was still
smacking it.
He was still.
That's somebody who should have been at the 50th show with Nas and them.
Yeah.
Absolutely. No question about it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Maybe it was a scheduling conflict or something, because I'm sure Esco and his peoples reached out to Cool G because they got the song Fast Life. That's pretty dope.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love that.
Yeah. Nah, but definitely Nas definitely, or Jay. It's, you know, again, it's kind of can flip a coin with
AZ.
those two as far as
AZ was tough too.
One of the more slept on joints is the brother AZ. Definitely.
Yeah. Definitely slept on.
Little, what you got?
Hold up, Chuck says Cool G was there. Like I said, I got to go back.
Oh, was he? Yeah, I got to rewatch it. Like I glanced at it and listened to it a little bit in the background while I was doing shit. My sister actually got to go. I'm still mad I didn't get to go. But yeah,
find out your sister's a bigger hip hop head than you are, cuz.
I know, right?
Yeah, you a damn DJ, dog.
Payne was carrying her crates.
Yo,
the funniest shit ever. Yo, I'm a 6'2", 200-pound dude, right? So if I go to the club, people will always think I was security. Nah, my sister was security because she fight like a dude.
Mm-hmm.
Oh
And the
shit!
We like that.
Yo, the security company was like, yo, you're a liability. You're gonna get us sued the way you throw people out. Nah.
Yo,
Yo. Funniest shit ever. So when I
Yo,
was
that's
DJing,
wild.
she would do security with one of the security teams. So yeah,
Jesus.
man.
yo, that's wild.
She's definitely on her shit. Like she definitely knows her hip hop shit.
Wow.
Ludo, you ain't give us your list.
Old school, you know, I don't want to say LL because he definitely wasn't a better lyricist than Rakim. But you know, LL was like the idol, you know, and whatnot. But yeah, I have to go old school Rakim. You know, I've always been a Pac fan, you know, so during those 90s to early 2000, it had to be Pac. Well, 90s, 95, 96, because Pac died in 97?
96.
I thought it was 96.
Big,
Yeah.
96. Big died in 97.
Okay. And I would have to go after Pac that early 2000s would have to be Kanye. And today, unanimous is J. Cole. Yeah, have to be J. Cole.
Yeah, J. Cole hasn't missed in a long time.
Yeah.
Like, nah, like
He's on a crazy run.
Yeah, because I still trip off of Johnny P's Caddy. You know what I'm saying?
Bro.
When I hear that verse, like I still trip about that. So, and I mean that verse might still be better than the joint he spit with Drake. If I'm keeping it a buck, that verse is probably still better. That's still his best to date. But but the shit he did with Drake was just like, I don't know, Drake probably looked in the studio like, for real, dog, like that's what we doing. That's what we doing here, like for real, like all my dogs.
I think he's what old Kanye. We thought old Kanye was going to evolve into, as opposed to what Kanye ended up evolving into.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
I think J. Cole is, I think that's what everyone thought Kanye was going to evolve into. What J. Cole does now. But and Ye evolved just a different way, and it's not bad, but it's not what
people expected.
People assumed it was going to be. You know what I mean?
But okay, so like, but there was rumors of Kanye having ghostwriters. Can we still put him in this category for best lyricist if you're not pinning your bars? Can we do that? That's tough to put someone in the category of best lyricist if they are not pinning their own bars and someone else is pinning their bars.
Has it been proven?
Yeah. Has it?
Oh, has it?
That he has ghostwriters?
Has it? What song?
Is it valid or it's just
there's definitely because Styles P and them was talking about they do some work with him out in Wyoming for one of his albums and they didn't have any. So I mean, like it's you know. But I mean, like, let's just say it for a second. Can you really consider a dope lyricist if you're not pinning your own bars, or if some like
you could be
someone else writing for you?
You could be a dope performer, a dope rapper,
entertainer.
Because you still have to perform. You still have to execute what's being written or given to you.
Yeah.
But the full package. If you don't have that, if you're not doing it yourself, top to bottom, I don't think you could be considered that.
Okay.
Henry G. Felix.
Ludacris. Now, who?
Ludacris.
What about him?
He's talking about he's naming one of the best lyricists. We're talking about lyricists.
Yeah. He definitely had a good run too.
Yeah, and it was right around the 2000s. So you could slide him where you got Ye. You could do that if we're holding the ghostwriting thing against him.
I mean,
we also didn't mention guys like Fab, Jada, Banks, Pusha T,
Jada, Pusha,
Styles P. Styles is definitely underrated.
Yeah, he is.
He's underrated.
P. Yeah,
only because he's next to Jada.
Yeah.
That's the only reason. It's because he's next to Jada.
But
Then you got the newer dudes.
The-
Like Benny and them.
the crazy thing is that Styles P probably has a better discography, if I'm saying that
Yeah,
right, than
I think he
Jadakiss.
I think he does.
If you're talking about overall, like all his albums and stuff like that, you can make the comparison. It's a better argument than people would think it is, as far as that right there, as far as his body of work, as far as albums. You know what I mean? And even his mixtape series. Like Styles has a lot of like really dope mixtapes as well too. You know what I'm saying? Oh, one guy we didn't mention, one of the best lyricists. And I was just listening to this mixtape last night. Siegel, Young Siegel, early Siegel, dog.
Yeah,
I like Beanie. Yeah.
Yo, listen, if you don't have the Mixcloud app, go download the Mixcloud app and go search for DJ Green Lantern, Beanie Siegel, Public Enemy number one, and thank me later. Promise you.
Was there ever a time when Lil Wayne was best lyricist?
Yeah, that's honestly that's who should be in the 2000s. Honestly,
yeah, he definitely had his run.
Yep. Yeah, that's a good one. Yeah,
that was a big oversight by us. Good catch, Rich.
Yep, good catch, Rich.
That was a big oversight.
Definitely. Wayne's
in the GOAT conversation, which I think is what we're going to discuss next week.
Yeah, he's definitely there.
Now, so you guys said Arbery was one of the best entertainers. You know, because he whatever it is. But we'll go on best entertainers in rap. Actually, not even rap, hip hop.
Best entertainers. Ooh.
Yeah, best entertainers. Because I can't.
Of course, you got Buster.
Buster, Missy,
Dougie Fresh.
I'm about to say, dog, you kidding me? The world's greatest entertainer, dog.
And shout out to my fellow DJ Kid Capri. If you ever been to a Kid Capri party, it's different from what you've heard other DJs do. Like he'll burn through 200 records in a night and won't bat an eye, and you won't even know how he did it, and you won't miss a step.
Definitely Hammer. I agree.
Hammer, yeah, definitely.
I definitely agree. Yo, listen, man.
Like everybody talking about, he's telling now he's dancing. Nah, his shows was crazy.
Nigga. Yo.
What about? I heard the Fugees put on a crazy show too.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I heard when they were together, they put on a crazy show.
Nah, that ain't gonna happen.
Well, they're actually about to do a show.
Yeah, they'll be here soon.
Yeah, they're about to do a show here.
I seen Outkast perform at BC. That show was dope too.
Yeah.
I mean, rest in peace, X. X is definitely one of the best entertainers, live entertainers. You know what I mean? To see Meth and Red are definitely two of the best live entertainers. To see the show, the energy, you know what I'm saying? Like, no question about it. You know, no question about it. They're definitely.
I seen them cats in in Cambridge, and they do the Marsh Pit jump. They definitely do.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah. How we forget Diddy? Diddy puts on a great show.
Oh,
I went to the Bad Boy reunion. That was probably. I lost my voice, and I'm not a big concert person. I lost my damn voice at that concert.
You wore your shiny.
Yeah.
Could have been all the smoke in the air too, but who knows?
Yes. I went to the one in New York on Biggie's Born Day.
I know that one was crazy.
Definitely one of the best. Definitely one of the best because it was 2 nights, and they had and when you say he brought out the heavyweights for that one, he brought the heavyweights. He brought the heavyweights out for that one. But absolutely Diddy, you know, no question, one of the best entertainers as far as like, you know, giving you a full show. No question about that. Definitely gotta prop the boy Diddy up for that.
Yeah, for sure.
Word.
You know.
Little up against the clock, man.
Yeah. I see that. This
is the remix, and we end on the note of Diddy.
Yeah.
I see what you did there.
If you know, you know.
Oof.
Hit us with
Time,
that mirror time, bro.
It's with the mirror time, man.
Shit. You want a marathon today? No, if I had one. If you have the opportunity to play this game of life, you need to appreciate every moment. And that's my today's marathon.
I like it.
Someone somewhere needed to hear that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sure.
That's a fact. So, Sparring Minds listeners, viewers, hopefully, Cop will be back next weekend because, or next week, excuse me, because next week there's so much we didn't touch, but definitely the GOATs.
Yeah.
Is going to be the one for the finale of this series. So definitely stay tuned for that. Yeah, man, this was a good one, and there's so much we didn't even get into.
Yeah, we haven't even got.
You know what I mean? It's
so much.
You know what I mean? And it's funny because this week coming up, with the Hip Hop BET Awards is coming up, so it's gonna be some dope ciphers.
That's all I watch it for.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, same here. So yeah, definitely, man. Y'all guys tune in next week. Like and subscribe to the YouTube channel.
Yes.
And we definitely appreciate you guys for rocking out with the boys.
Oh, before we get out of here,
yes, sir.
What about that fundraiser, Hype?
Yes. Appreciate you guys for reminding.
Ooh, Pain. I like how you come in, Pain. Pause. That was wild. Jesus.
So, for those that don't know, we are putting together a fundraiser for the community. Its premise is to help curb some of the violence in the inner city. So if there's any interest in getting involved in this fundraiser, definitely hit me. Send me a DM, send me a text, whatever. But all the proceeds from the fundraiser is going to go to the Louis D. Brown Peace Institute. They're already locked and loaded. We have about, I think, 8 teams. We're looking for 12. So if you guys want to get busy, hit me. I'll give you guys the details, and then we'll rock out from there.
Yeah, I'm trying not to wear glasses too bad.
We're on the same team, bro. What are you talking about?
I'm talking about the other teams.
Yeah. Oh, okay. I'm like,
it's a bowling event too. It's a bowling event. I left that out.
I don't believe in listener abuse, so I'll take it easy. I bowl left-handed.
What?
Appreciate that, Mike.
Yo, thank you, Mike. Yo, Capo, man, we love you. We think about you, bro. We'll see you next weekend, man. Sparring Minds.
Peace and love, y'all.
We out of here. Peace and love.
All right.